Hello, viewers. This is Michael from School Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my seventh code, the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. I like. Also, I'm going to try to do my best not to breach your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And also, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, then, you're okay to watch this audio podcast recordings. Now, before I begin, I'd like to say my Wi-Fi system is acting up, so basically this is why I'm doing this video, this latest video on the latest episode of on Gozyuger late. My Wi-Fi system is working. It's been acting up lately, so basically, I called the cable company, hoping this week I can get it fixed. So until then, I'll try. Looks like you look like I might be uploading videos late until my Wi-Fi system, until I get a new Wi-Fi system from my cable company and whatnot. So anyway, just to let I might be uploading videos late because of my Wi-Fi, my my Wi-Fi generator and whatnot. It's been acting up. So basically, I called the cable company and they supposed to be here this week to fix it or get a new one and whatever. So basically, just to let you guys know, I might be uploading videos late until I get my Wi-Fi system either fixed or replaced. So anyway, just let you guys know before I begin this whole video on the latest episode of Gozyuger. Now let's get into the latest episode of Gozyuger. So basically, it starts off when we last left off. So basically, the Tegazord. So basically, some Suri, the black Gozer Unicorn Ranger was in a fight against Mister Shining Knife and Miss Sweet Cake, and basically she was about she and the Tegazord Black and Megazord was about to be hit by the powerful energy waves from Mister Shining Knife and Miss Sweet Cake, and out of nowhere we see a giant version. We see Daizyujin in this brown cape, and basically it took off the cape, and turns out there was a. It turns out we see the Tyranno Ranger in piloting the Daizyujin Megazord in a cockpit that looks just like how the Go users have been using for their Tegazord Megazord cockpits and shit like that. So anyway, it managed to reflect it managed to save the Tegazord from that powerful blast and basically used Daizyujin Thunder Slash attack and basically forced Mister Shining Knife and Miss Sweet Cake to shrink back to normal size and force them to retreat because they was kind of shocked that they were shocked that Daizyujin is back somehow because just like the other mechas, the mechas during Sentai War were sacrificed themselves to take down the great calamity, that the Tekasard help steer the way, get to the sacrifice of the other mechas and whatnot. So anyway, the other Ranger too. The other Rangers was kind of amazed that kind of amazed to see Daizyujin and whatnot. They didn't have, and basically it turns out that this is not just like the previous Red Warriors. We didn't get to see no. some of the Red Warriors have you seen so far are either are not the same Red Rangers we know in the same universe as the other in the same universe as the rest of the Sentais. Or it's a different person who is Tyranno Ranger. So anyway, so basically, him and Daizyujin laughed, and basically, the Ranger was like wondering what the hell is going on, with this whole, with less wondering what the hell is going on here. Anyway, anyway, it seems like the next day we see some Sumi, somewhere in the city, like he looks like he's trying to meet up with someone or something like that, and we see Rio, the Leo, the Gozer Leo Ranger, like what's up, like say what's up to some Timmy, like what's up, what you doing here? So basically, like oh well, I'm here on business, I'm doing something for a very expensive client, but that's all I got to say about that. So basically, like and so basically, like we always like anyway, what do you think about that mysterious guy showing up with that mysterious mecha yesterday? So basically, the Sun Tzu is like, I don't know, but basically, I don't know, but it is worth looking into since Sun Tzu is a it's a private detective. She said, like, she's gonna look into that. And out of nowhere, we see a No.1 monster show up and basically try to charm Tatsumi. You're trying to charm Tatsumi. You're trying to charm and subdue Tatsumi. And basically, we was like, oh, like, no, we ain't gonna have none of that. And basically, like, this enhance this No.1 monster called enhancer, its whole deal is to charm and subdue women and whatnot. So basically Will is like so Will it's like you call yourself a charmer and such you a woman, I can do better than you. And basically that's when the monster bonging Mr. Shiny Knight, Mr. and Miss Sweetcake along with Miss Banquet to judge their competition. So basically, whoever wins the best out of four, the best out of whoever wins the best out of five, wins the challenge. So of doing, charming and doing Sumi, and Sumi is like, oh damn it, this is stupid. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the cafe, now, basically, Ryoga was running the cafe, and Kinjin was just listening to music and just walking out, and basically asked for how is basically like, telling Kinjin like, hey, cheer out with this, and basically say how I got a job to do. So basically, like I need to focus. So anyway, and that's when the Tyranno Rangers are. He's just some archaeologist. He's a Sentai archaeologist that's been studying the Great War and whatnot. So basically, he was like he's telling you guys that you go users are the key to taking down the bad guys, but you guys need to know how to work together. So basically, he said that I came to give you my Sentai ring along with the other two Sentai rings that I have with me. So basically, he had the Abaranger ring and the Kyoryuger Ring. He said that if you guys can tell me, if you guys can show me how you guys can, if you guys can work together to make an omelet, I'll get you my ring along with the other two dinosaur Sentai rings as well. So basically, like Ryoga, Ryoga Kenjin, and how it's like, all right then, but how not being a team player start to do things by himself separately and whatnot. So basically, they all start to work, instead of working as a team, how it's like force Ryoga and Kenjin to work separately and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, that's when the landlady that's when how landlady's son was like, you guys are. You guys are not going to you guys need to really learn how to work together. So basically, how we like took those words, and basically that's when the Aquarius do I mean that's when the Aquarius said that yeah, no. And basically, he was explaining that, the importance of you Rangers working together. So basically, what I studied so far about the Great Centaur War with the Mecha and the Tegazord, they fought against powerful calamity that threatened to destroy the universe. So basically, you guys need to work together, and when the time comes, combine your powers together with the Tegazord, and basically, and once if the calamity ever comes back, you guys need to be, working together and unite their powers together along with the Tegazord to take down the great calamity once and for all. So basically, after hearing that, how it's like, maybe you guys are right. So basically, let's work. Let's I will try to be a better team player. So basically, how Kenji and Ryoga work together and make a fancy Pegasus omelet, a omelet with rice, and basically the Archaeopsis, the Tyranno Ranger Archaeopsis dude was like, "Oh, you guys done very well." So basically, we cut back to subsidiary Ryoga, and turns out that Ryoga won the challenge, and basically, and that's when the monsters start to flip out, and basically start to attack it. Was about to attack them, and the rest of the Rangers, showed up along with the Tyranno, along with the t- along with the Tyranno Ranger, and basically, Kenji, feel, tell what happened to, who is this guy and whatnot. So basically, Kenji, caught up to, tell Rio and Satsumi what went down today with the Archaeologists do slash Titan slash Tyranno Ranger and whatnot, and basically. But Mr. Sweet Cake, Mr. China and Miss Sweet Cake share with a bunch of foot soldiers, and basically, like now that Will and Tatsumi is updated with the situation, they all morphed up together, and basically they start to. Kind of do a team roll call, trying to do their first real team roll call pose and whatnot. They were just wondering like they did this the right way and whatnot. But anyway, so basically, along with the Titanic Ranger Archaeologist, he morphed up into his Ranger form, and basically they started to fight off the foot soldiers and whatnot. Anyway. So basically the Titanic Ranger gave the Abaranger Ring. So basically, he gave the Abaranger Ring and the Kyoryuger Ring to Ryoga and Kinjin, and basically they morph up into the two Red Rangers as Samsumi, who has the Zyuranger Ring, transform into T Red, and basically we see this epic dinosaur. We see this four-person dinosaur transformation team kicking the foot soldiers' asses. Wow. while How deal with the foot soldier that was piloting a mecha based off of Gozyuger. So this mecha was kind of like the latest foot soldier who was piloting the mecha was kind of based off of Gozyuger, and basically he was having a hard time to get that mecha, and basically the Titano Ranger summoned was able to summon Daizyujin, and basically working together, they took down the giant mecha and the foot soldier, and basically, and the rest of the foot soldier, and the day was saved. So anyway, so basically, the Titano Ranger of that universe is like, you guys are not bad. So basically, like, if you guys keep on building, your teamwork, you guys will be able to combine your powers together very soon with Tegasword and whatnot. And basically, somewhere in a far off distance, we see this weird guy in this crazy black outfit. He kind of looks like Red X from no, Remember Teen Titans, Red X, the mysterious, the Red X persona that Robin made to get close to Slade, then the suit got stolen. It kind of looks like a version of Red X, like a Sentai version of Red X, but different, and basically ends up shooting the Titanic Ranger with this weird version of the Tegas, this weird white and red version of the Tegasaur, ends up shooting the Titanic Ranger while he's invincible, and basically he fell to the ground, and the Rangers are like, no, what the hell is going on? Who did that? And basically they see the mysterious stranger, and basically the episode ends off with the Rangers shocked that the Titan Ranger Archives dude got shot by a version of the Tegus, like his version of the Tegus is black and red, and basically he has on this black and red outfit, leathery outfit and whatnot, and basically the Rangers were in shock. This two was in shock, and basically that's how the episode ended, with the Rangers staring at the stranger who shot the Tyranno Ranger right in front of them from a distance, and basically looking at the stranger, and that's how the episode ended on this note. So anyway, this was a good episode. So anyway, we finally got a mysterious stranger angle going on and whatnot. So basically, we finally got the mysterious stranger with a mysterious stranger, like, to see what their motive is. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode? Good, bad, or just nah? Oh, please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, signing off from Screw Reviews 1.